this time, instead of, me giving you your regular sports talk and Inside 380, I would just like to take the time to appreciate everyone that's helped me thus far as I go on the next chapter of my life and McKinley Tech and Inside 380 as it leaves McKinley Tech and on with me to college. First, I want to thank Mr. Sankofa and Deontay Jones, my sniper, for giving me the idea for Inside 380. I remember months ago when I was playing basketball, one day Mr. Sankofa was just like, Lamar, you should have your own sports talk show. Like, you can do this. It's pretty simple. Like, all you do is get on YouTube, have a couple once a week, possible. Deontay, he lit the fire under me. Without him, I wouldn't be LA. Mr. Sankofa gave me the nickname, but he's the reason why LA is popular. Everyone be like, oh, Will, you know LA? Will, yeah, they know LA because of Deontay Jones. So I'm more than appreciative for that. Despite the fact that he's no longer on the show with me, the fact that he's letting me do what I love to do, which is talk about sports and take Inside 380, make it global. Also, I would like to talk about some of the guests on Inside 380. My first guest on Inside 380, Jamal Dickinson, Millerville commit, good DB, great background, great story. I was so impressed with what I learned about Jamal that I never knew originally about him when I was doing 380. He's as a lot of personality, but by far it's been my best interview to date, and it's had the most views, which is pretty much a knock to itself, and I just appreciate that. Christian Mutete, St. John's, transfer. He's going to go to Phillips Exeter for prep school next year. 6'3" shooting guard, has a nice touch. He's a baller. I guess he wants to be called Baby KD, whatever you talk about, always puts up a little tray ball. Me and him may bicker a lot and all that, but nice player, and I know he's going to do a lot for his AAU team that he's with right now. Oliver Boris, Ronnie Brown, both of them have separate occasions. Oliver did his first interview with Christian. Ronnie did his first interview with Amante. Both of them been on the show. Inside 380 winners, beast. Amante Matthews. Monte Matthews, headstrong dude, but he's a solid basketball player, and I hope he keeps improving. And ironically, another guest on Inside 380 is my third place trivia winner and my good friend Larnell Hardy. Another Christian saga. We may bicker for whatever reason possible, but I really appreciate him being on the show, supporting my show, just doing the 380 trivia, regardless of he won or not. And it's a big part of the whole growth of 380 as a whole. Next, I want to get in my directors. My first director for my official premiere episode of 380 was Tariq Williams. Tariq Williams plays basketball with Deontay and I. We're pretty close. Reek, he got a nice game. I tell Reek sometimes Reek just needs to slow down. He dribbles too much. He want to be on the I One Hoop mixtape. But all of that aside, good dude, mass media student, and he always gives me good ideas on how to do it Inside 380. Also, Alfred Charumbo. Alfred Charumbo has directed most of my videos with Inside 380. He's a ninth grader. I'm pretty sure McKinley Tech won't be in their shadows too long out here in Gotham. He plays basketball. You're going to see him on the basketball team next year, and I could stamp that. That's an Inside 380 stamp. Good dude. I really appreciate his help, and he's a big part of 380 as well. Keith Wright. He helped direct the spring edition of Inside 380. I really appreciate that. That was the first time me and Teron were on set together. Teron is my new co-host of 380. He gave me a different energy that I didn't have at one point when I was going through not having Deontay on the show with me no longer, being just on the show by myself. and it was just so awkward, and it just gave me a little energizer booster. So he took the needle, he injected into me. He gave LA that second life when I was supposed to only have one, and I really appreciate his energy on Inside 380. Hope he does well at his school this year. Larnell also was a director on Inside 380. I appreciate that. He's directed a couple of my videos. He's also directing the farewell video. So Larnell, just say a few words. We know you behind the camera. Like you do on Underdog, say a few words.
Well, I appreciate directing some of your videos, and I hope when you go to college, you're going to continue to make some more of them so people could watch your show so you become global.
We're global here at Inside 380. Local becoming global, that's the slogan. Also, Shakira Bannister, she directed a couple of my videos last week. I appreciate having her help me with my show. She went from someone who didn't know a lick about sports to actually knowing a thing or two. Still got to catch her up to speed, but at least she knows a little something. So it was good to see that I can impact different people like her, and I was glad that she helped me with 380 Falls directing it. Now I want to get into my biggest supporters. Stanley Hines, my man, grit and grind. You're going to see him on the basketball court next year for varsity at McKinley Tech. He's what you call your hard hat guy. He comes, he works every play, he busts his butt, and he's also a good friend of mine and a big supporter Inside 380. Watched a lot of shows. Larnell again, I know you're like, Larnell Hardy. Who is Larnell Hardy? Watch Inside 380 and you'll find out who Larnell Hardy is. Another big supporter, watched the majority of my videos, not all the videos, and I appreciate it. Deontay Jones, my sniper. You know, Deontay, he's a good basketball player, great student. I just need him to stay hungry. And I know, just like me, when I go global, he's going to go global as far as politics, being a stockbroker, whatever he wants to do, inventor. He's so ambitious and he's so much untapped potential that I don't think that he realizes that just like he untapped it within me when I went under the moniker LA, I hope he stops acting like Deontay and untaps his own potential by staying sniper all the time, because I know he has it in him. Also, I want to thank Brian Harris. He's my Inside 380 Trivia second place winner. Big supporter. I appreciate him. Shyla Pajaba, another big supporter of 380. Tariq, that's my man. There's nothing more I can say about Tariq, but just keep watching 380. He may be a fashion designer one day. You know, the next Hugo Boss, as I like to say. So watch out for Tariq. He's very ambitious as well. Alexandria Diggs, she was one of my first female supporters at Tech. She's watched several of my videos as well as like Shakira. Really not that into support, really not that much into sports, but I appreciate that she took the chance to watch Inside 380 and support me. I need all the support possible. I can't become global without the soon-to-be millions of viewers that will watch Inside 380 one day. Also, Oliver, Rodney, not only were they on the show, participating and helping me with my show, but they also support me. They always asking about what you doing LA with 380, and I appreciate that. My man, Davon Johnson, I don't know what he does one day. I know he's going to be successful at whatever he does. Davon watches all my videos on 380, retweets all my links for 380 on Twitter. He's by far my biggest supporter. He's like a brother to me. I've known him since 9th grade, and I hope we have a great bond from now to the rest of our lifespans, because he's a big part of why I stay hungry doing 380. Just like Deontay, big supporter, and I really appreciate him. Also, Shakira, just for doing Inside 380 Trivia. She wasn't in it for the prize, she was just in it, you know, to support me, and I appreciate that for her. And also, I hope that, just like with Deontay, I know she has a lot of potential regardless of what anybody says of her. She just needs to stay true to herself, And I hope she is a success at whatever she chooses to do. She wants to be a veterinarian. I hope she's successful at that. Has a lot of moxie, a lot of fire, and I just hope she keeps doing her thing because I see a lot of potential in her, and I hope the best for her. And also, my other underdog, McKinley, he has edited almost all my Inside380 videos. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's no LA without Allahu. So I appreciate him. Immensely. I always tell him, thank you for helping me edit my videos. You don't have to do that. Like, he does it out of the kindness of his heart, and I appreciate that 100. Also, I would like to take a pause in the clip to show you my Inside380 logo. We're global here at Inside380. My new logo, created by Rice Corbett. You know, sometimes you gotta flash a couple bucks to get something of a good value. I appreciate that he took the time to do this for me. And as you can see, the 380, Inside380, you know, we're global, we global, local, going local and becoming global. That's the slogan here, Inside380. I would like to thank the staff at the school, from Miss Green, always giving me hints and tips, watching my videos. Mr. Wise has the similar influence, always has stuff to help me out with my videos. Mr. Hammond, I run by a lot of my material on the show by him. He kind of gives me fresh ideas on what I can do with the show. Miss Reynolds for watching my video. Miss Carson, my engineering teacher, she's watching one of my videos. Miss Bloodworth has done the same, as well as Miss Brody. And I'd like to thank Mr. Butler for letting me use his little room to shoot my field wheel. Also, lastly, I would like to thank the janitors here, Eric Washington, Dante Washington, Kevin Williams, the great dudes. Always had words of advice, tips, anything I need. They help me out all the time, and I appreciate them with 380. And lastly, I just want to thank anyone who's ever watched Inside380. It's been a pleasure here at McKinley Tech. I'm going to miss McKinley Tech so much. Class of 2014, we're done. Like, we're done. Everything is over. Pleasure being part of the class. And that's just Inside380, McKinley Tech Edition. LA out.